Here I am at another one of my MFG style tabletops, and again I emphasize this is why I go to this extreme, because I have these everywhere, and these stops are, to me, having the holes placed in the MFG style spacings, which is exactly 86mm apart, is just invaluable. Okay, what you need, what I've got is a piece of 42mm by 19mm piece of pine, and all I know is that the first hole needs to be 47.5mm from the end, only because that way you can butt the two ends together, and with 1mm separation you've got your 96mm thing, so you can actually butt them end to end. So I've set my thing to 46, hang on, get a pencil. I might be even more than 46, but let's not worry about that. If it's further, and because of the thickness of this blade, I don't care too much. These are great. These are carbon blades that you can put into your X-Acto knife to use as a marking pen. Now, the next thing is, hang on, we'll use these stops. Hang on, I'll go there. The other one I'll put there. I'm not going to assume that all that is in line. I'll tighten them up, butt that against it. In fact, what would be the best way to do it? I should maximise. I'll move this over there, and I'll have to reposition the camera. There, that's better. That way I can get more stability, because the important thing is to butt that against that, and in fact I'll even make sure I keep it tight against it. I'll use one of these if it fits, and it just does fit, to make sure that that's continually butted against it. And then the ruler, hang on, look here, I need to get more of the ruler against it. You see, the important thing is, if I push the ruler against that fence with that, I'm guaranteed that this is going to be parallel to that side. Now look, it's not going to be right in the middle. I can either trim this down to the right thickness. However, it doesn't matter as long as the holes are parallel to either side. And that's the important thing. So, I'll move this across to that line. And of course I haven't got a drill set up or anything like that. So I'll go and get that done. Hang on. Okay, I'm back with the drill. Pushed up against it. That's about as close to the middle as possible. Look, I could maybe go a fraction further because I can always trim the end. But look, this is just a demo, and that's it. So, I hate this because this actually drills through the thing. But anyway, once I've got that done, the pin goes in. That'll hold that there. This goes against that. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. So, oh, by the way, these little things have got that little recess which fits into the hole, and this is why it becomes so accurate. and that can't move. Then when you drill down in there, you can only go straight down. It's a vertical hole. And we've got that. Once you've got that located, you don't need this anymore, and you can even move this around because you can then drill 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm doing 5 pins, okay, doesn't matter, more pins the better, I can always trim. This guy has actually got quite a good design because you'll notice there's also an escape hole there for the whatever you call it, the swarf or whatever BS. Now, I do know one thing, that's on 400. Now, I need 80 mil to the other end, only because that will look, I'll explain it on the other one later. We'll just leave it at that, and that's it. I'll take these out. I don't need this anymore. By the way, in the path system, you get 2 of these, you get 3 of these pins, 2 of these, and a few other gadgets. Anyway, RTFM, search the web or watch my other video. Okay, I've set it up. Again, I'm not going to bore you to tears. I've used a backing board that I've used for previous cuts. They've already got the whole support out there. Clamp this thing down so it won't move. You don't have to, but I prefer to. This has been set, it's actually set for 19 mil anyway. Dust extraction attached. Turn that on. Oops. Take that out. No, I won't. I'll actually use this bit here. Turn the dusty on. Dusty off. You can see bugger all mess. Take that off, and hopefully there's your first hole. Look at that, beautiful. Now look, I'll do 4 more holes, and then get back to you. Okay, all the holes have been drilled, and I'll take off the jig at the moment. You'll notice I'm pulling the pins out, but some of the holes have been chamfered because to drill in certain positions I needed these units so you can then lock the pin in, because once a hole's been drilled you can't actually center the pin in there. And to get this down properly, the holes had to be chamfered because it's got that traditional lip on it. Look, I'll put these here so I won't lose them. And to chamfer the holes, look, it's a simple case of, hang on, how much, you should be able to see it. It's one of these bits from UJK Path, put it in there, spin the drill, and the hole is chamfered. Unfortunately, with pine, it doesn't make a nice thing, but it doesn't upset the integrity of it, and it also, what's the word for it? It just relieves the hole. Now, I do need 80 mil from there to there, from the centre of that. What's the best way to do that? That way, oh look, I'll just fake 80. And maybe be a bit more generous, 180, so I'll go 85, which basically means I've cut it a little bit short. I can always trim it later. I can trim but not add on. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. Naturally I only want actually 3. 4 would be another one. 5 is overdone. I'm just going to cut this off with the miter saw. Nothing magical. I've just taken it over to the bandsaw, and as I said, it has been cut. Now what I will do is zero in my fence. Hang on, what's the best way to do it? Away is that way. Now that's rough enough. I've got this little gauge down there. Let's see which is the zoom. I don't know whether you can focus on that. There's a scale on there, and at the end I can actually move that back and forth, but we won't bother about that. Let's zoom back out again. And what I'll do is set that, this is 19 mil, so I'll set that to 9 mil, which is, well, I only want 6 mil, but I'll set it to 9 just to be sure. Hang on, let's lock this properly. That and 9. Okay, now do I need anything? Oh, I suppose, look, a featherboard. Featherboards never go to waste. I've always been a fan of featherboards. What else do I need? I need some sort of a push stick, which I haven't got here. I now have a push stick, turn it on. I'm not a great bandsaw aficionado, in fact I wasn't even that close. But now it's over to the thicknesser. The thicker one was measured at 9 mil, so I've set the height or the thickness to 8 mil, and let's go on with the dusty. Turn this on. Okay, I've now got this off 2 pieces, 6.07, look, that'll do me in thickness wise. I could maybe take one down to 3 mil, but I'm not going to bother. As I said, this is more a case of showing you how it can be done without a laser.